ask you the question that is the grossest question I'll ever ask you.
Sure.
Has he ever said my name?
Yes.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No.
I don't always say what he said after it. Did you have a good year? Was it a good year for Bert Kreischer?
Surprisingly. Yeah, surprisingly.
Why surprisingly? I feel like lately you've had nothing but good years.
I'll tell you what. It was really difficult. I only toured until July. I don't think enough people understand the way our brains work. It's like, it's always, for me, it's always stories. It's always telling a tale or looking for an ending or looking for a joke to put in a thing or seeing something odd that I go, magic trick for Mennonites or whatever, like something
always
off.
Gathering, yeah.
When you're not getting ready for an hour or you're not preparing, your brain is sitting rudderless with just bad thoughts.
Right.
And so I had a hard time transitioning my brain into not like I don't really look at comments, but like sometimes I'll catch a comment on accident.
Yeah.
Like I'll tap a button and go, whoa, I didn't need to see that. Like I Googled one thing. I'm not going to tell you what I Googled, but it was so bad. I'll tell you what I Googled because it was like so innocent. It was so innocent.
What?
And I'm sharing this, so don't be a dick. I'm just sharing. I wanted a picture of me lying down.
Okay.
And so I was like, there's got to be one on the internet. So I Googled Bert Kreischer lying. And it was like, and I was like, hey, let's see what pops up. And it was like, Bert Kreischer is the biggest liar. He's never told the truth. He's so full of shit. The machine story never happened. And I was like, what the fuck? And then I was like, I can't Google anything anymore. So like, but like that shit would catch me. And I was like, I can't give that energy to...
Yeah.
I can't allow that energy in my life. I don't want some random guy who's just trying to get clicks. He's just trying to get clicks, and he probably follows everything I do so he can accrue the material. I can't let that ruin one of my days.
Yeah.
So that transition was rough.
It's like a nicer fruitcake. Right?
You know what I had one time?
Do you want to try a Stollen?
That's really good.
It's good, right?
Oh, it's really good.
I'm going to make it. Tongue napkin.
The Lord gave me a napkin. That's actually really good. That's actually really good.
I just did the salami thing with the wine.
Is it good?
It's gross.
Oh, no, you need...
I don't like it at all.
Try it.
Here's something we're going to do that I'm very excited about.
What is this?
This is, now we're leaving Germany to Italy, and this is panettone. And you see these at Christmas time all over the place. They're always in a box. And we bought this one last year, and it just sat there.
And I don't think I was doing that before I took my shirt off. I was trying to be the comic I thought the comics in the room wanted me to be.
We all go through that.
Oh, yeah.
When I was at the cellar, I would watch Attell. I just had Attell on the podcast.
He's so
and I was
great.
like, one of the biggest steps of my career was stop watching you. Because I would watch him, and then I thought, I have to be dark and fast and edgy like he is.
Dude.
Which he had the influence of everyone in New York at the time. And I'm not that guy. This is from a German bakery that Rockin'
I like
Froggin'.
this. I like this a lot. Oh, I like this a lot.
Gingerbread is something special.
It really is.
My daughter sure shut the hell
You
up.
took an arm. I went ISIS.
Oh, no.
I'm sorry.
That's so funny. You went right for the
You
head.
think these would be really big with ISIS? They'd be like, we love the gingerbread cookies.
Bert Kreischer,
Yes.
2025. What do you have on your mind? More of the same?
No.
Keep trucking? Big plans?
Why is he moving to fucking UK?
I don't know. Because he has no kids. He has no commitments. He could do whatever he wants. Because he wants to. Like if I had that idea, like, oh, I could go, maybe I should go live there for a little while. And then your kids are like, who's going to be, what about Thanksgiving? What do you do in New Year's?
Once I got into the end of the year, I started getting really panicked about money. Like I got
money.
I got really panicked about money because I was like, I'm not making money. Like,
right.
Like if you're not making money, what the fuck are you doing? Like,
well, I don't mean to pry, but I would imagine the other things that you do are making money beyond stand-up.
Yeah, but
like that big tour money.
The big tour money,
right?
Is like for me, it's where you go like.
Did you see Santino last night when he came in?
Yes, I had the funniest interaction with him.
He comes in and he goes, I was there with 2 agents, and he comes in the front door and goes, yeah, the Billboard earnings are out. Matt Rife, $85 million last year. Nate Bargatze, $54 million. Yeah, have a good party. Try not to kill yourself.
So wait, can I tell you the better story? So he walked in the party, and I saw him, and I was talking to someone, and someone on my social media team had posted my earnings because I'm on that list. I'm number 6.
Whoa.
Yeah. And so, but that's the good thing is I didn't know.
John,
I didn't when I saw it. I got the top 10 like everyone else, and I was like, okay, I'm not on it. I get it. Cool. I had a good year last year. I can live off that.
Right.
And then I was number 6, and I was like, what the f-? And then I saw it posted on my socials, and I went, hey, take it down.
Right.
Victoria posted it. I'll tell you who posted it. She's one of my favorite people, works for me. She was doing it because she was proud of me. But I saw it, and I went, please don't post that.
Yeah.
Because I was like, that's not what I want to share with my friends.
Especially after you just said on a podcast that you were worried about money.
Yeah. So now I'm telling the story to Mark Smalls and Jake, right? I'm telling this.
Yeah.
And they're like, really? And they're like, who else is on the list? And I said, well, Matt Rife. And then as he said that, Santino walked in and walked over to where we were standing. I said, Matt Rife was number 2. He made like $85 million. And Andrew Santino, if he had only fully committed, it would have been the funniest thing ever. He goes, Matt Rife made $82 million. He goes, good night, guys. And he walked out of the bar. and I thought if he left for real, it would be the funniest thing that ever fucking happened. You can't begrudge Matt Rife making that much money. He is. Both his specials were. I'm telling you right now, both the specials were really great.
Right.
And they're not playing. Look, we're not. He's not taking any ticket sales away from us. None of his fans are going to our shows.
My wife doesn't even know who he is.
My daughters don't know who he is.
But
so you can't begrudge Matt's success. And then Nate Bargatze. I mean, man,
he's having a crazy.
He was number 1. I think he made something like $100 million or something.
Whoa.
But he does arenas, and he does 2 shows in arenas.
Jeez.
So he does a 4 o'clock that everyone brings their family to.
Yeah.
And then a 7 o'clock where everyone brings their family to.
Yeah.
And so like you go, I remember when he told me he was doing 2 shows in arenas, I knew what the money for 1 show at arena was. And I was like, and I go, well, if you're doing 2, I know they're both clean.
Yeah.
And he said they're in the round. So now I go, I'm always, and I'm just like, whoa.
No killed seats at all.
No killed seats at all.
Jeez Louise.
And so, but I don't,
God.
I've never been someone that hates on someone's success. I always celebrate it because I always go, that's possible.
A few moments later.
Nate Bargatze, $100 million. I love if you've listened to this the whole time. That you're like, he did. $100 million in Nashville to a guy who can barely read.
I know, it really is insane. America.
1 kid, that's it. Where's that money going?
I know.
You're just ruining that one little girl. She's going to have so much money when you pass. Come on, Nate. Spread it around.
Son of a bitch.
What are you going to do? You're never going to spend $100 million. $100 million. But I look at things as inspiring. I don't ever.
No, exactly.
I get so pumped.
Well, you're also in a position. We're in a position where you're good. So it's different when you're coming up and you're seeing things happening when you have nothing and you're not sure if the road's going to meet you on this journey. Yeah. You know what I mean? Then
but we were both there though at one point.
Yeah,
when that's the connective tissue. So was Matt Rife.
Yeah, right.
Before Ralphie paid for his teeth, he was definitely Ralphie paid for his teeth. By the way, I think that's.
Oh really?
Oh yeah. Have you ever seen Ugly Matt Rife?
No.
Oh, it's inspiring.
Is it?
I love Matt Rife, but man, he was hard to love back then. He looked like a foot.
That's so crazy. Let me explain what we did.
I'm being serious. I'm not going to say this out loud. So if you say you wish it in the universe, but like, do you want Jerry Seinfeld's responsibility of like, what does he have, like $500 billion or something? But he sold it for like $1 billion, right?
Yeah, probably.
He's got crazy money.
Close, yeah.
So then you've got to meet a man of service. Mm-hmm. Like if you're Jerry Seinfeld,
yeah,
you got to have like the Seinfeld Foundation.
And
you got to like donate so much money. You can't like anytime you do anything on social media, like you're in Paris, everyone's like, why don't you just donate that money to charity?
Yeah.
Like it's like, do you want that responsibility or like what's the price point? where America says, no, 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 have fun with it, and you don't need to help other people?
Well, it's interesting because when you talk about how you always you kind of like take examples from people and you kind of live your life in a way and you get, inspiration from people and stuff. And I've been in his orbit for a long time. And, you hear a lot that people, money doesn't change you and that it really doesn't buy happiness. I've known him for a good 25 years. I don't know if I know anyone who's happier than him.
Can I ask you the question that is the grossest question I'll ever ask you?
Sure.
Has he ever said my name?
Yes.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No.
I don't always say what he said after it.
Because that's when you feel like you've made it. Like as if Chris Rock or Jerry Seinfeld knows who you are.
Listen, it's as big as it seems from the outside. Comedy is a very small community, especially of people who are, really been doing it on a high level for a long time.
A purist.
And also, the guys who are purists, they know everyone who's coming up. They know everyone who's killing it. They know everyone who's got specials. Yeah, he knows you.
Wow, I would love that. Would be so.
I'll introduce you.
The only time I've ever interacted with him, I had to follow him at the store, and all I'll say is he said my name correctly, which is a huge task.
Yeah.
And he said my name correctly, shook hands with me, but I didn't really talk to him.
Yeah.
And then I said, I think I made a joke like, "Has he left the room yet?" Mm-hmm. So I can't do my act in front of that guy.
Yeah.
He left the room, and I was like, "Great." I think my wife gagged the other night, sucking my dick, and I think she was gagging for the wrong reason. And everyone started laughing, and I was like, he's gone, right? He's gone. Like, I don't think he would. I think he'd look at my act and be like, oh.
No, he would like it. Of course he would.
That's crazy to be friends with an icon.
But that's the weird thing about comedy, is that comedy icons, they're still comedians, and you're really a bunch of kids. I don't care how successful Larry David is or Chris Rock is or Joe is. They're all, lunkheads.
They would hate me. I would drive them nuts. I mean,
it's so funny.
Me and Jerry Seinfeld on a private jet.
Oh, God.
And he's going, yes, I know who you are. God damn it, stop bringing it up.
Put your shirt on.
Put your shirt on. Huh? He took a shit in the private jet. Can you believe it? How? Well, you drank all the vodka. It's gone. What the fuck? We're not turning the plane around. I'm not even doing a good Jerry Potter. He'd be like, stop making fun of the way I talk.
It's turning into a little Jackie Mason.
It was 5:55.
What's that?
That's my OCD. You know what I do to Pavlov my wife?
It was 5:55. You hit 5:55 all the time?
5:55. If it's ever see double numbers, I'd say a prayer.